There's a lot of talk about net zero in the UK, of course, and if we're all striving to use less carbon, part of that decarbonisation is going to come from electrifying our trucks. Now, we could use hydrogen, of course, and there's certainly a place for hydrogen, but I think we've all seen that electric is the future. Hydrogen stations are closing faster than they're opening. But how on earth do you charge an HGV, a massive truck? How do you charge that? Gridserve run the Electric Highway. This is one of their electric forecourts, which is a really fantastic installation. And now they're introducing the Electric Freightway. Electric Freightway, as the name suggests, are going to be a series of eHGV hubs at motorway services across the UK. Today, we're at the launch of one at Baldock Services. We're going to see some trucks charging there. And to be honest, I never thought I would be excited by trucks. But here we are.
So I was with my friend Warren, he's from EVA England. We stuck some stickers on the Ioniq 5 and were planning to film the convoy of trucks all the way from Exeter Services to Baldock Services, but they were too early for us. So here's some footage from Gridserve instead. By the way, do consider joining EVA England if you haven't already, because they do great things for UK EV drivers.
So I'm here at Baldock Services. This is the opening of the first electric HGV charging hub in the UK. There are 13 chargers here, 350 kilowatts each, and 6 bays. And obviously it's configured in such a way that trucks can drive straight in, they don't have to reverse in. I'm here with Sam, he's the head of eHGV at Gridserve. And Sam, it's been your job to orchestrate all this, right?
I'm only one small cog in a very large machine. But yeah, I was thinking actually, Andrew, while we were driving here today, that there's been thousands of people that have been involved in this at some stage in the last 3 years. And this is just one of 2 sites we've launched today, but also it's an extension of the 7 sites and possibly up to 11 that we're looking to do over the next 12 months. So this is merely the beginning, but it has taken quite a lot of effort from an awful lot of people to get to this point. But yeah, I mean, just looking behind us here, what a fantastic array of vehicles and chargers. So it's really exciting to see.
It's amazing. And so many different brands. I mean, most people wouldn't think about electric trucks. Electric cars are already now mainstream. And surely it's not going to be long until we see loads of electric trucks around, supported really by sites like this.
Yeah, well, we're at sort of 1 or 2% of the total is electric at the moment, so we've got a long way to go. But whilst trucks generally take up only a small percentage of the miles travelled on UK roads, they're up to 20% of the emissions.
Right.
So they're a huge emitter. And therefore we've got to solve that problem. And this is the beginning of that journey.
Yeah, that's right. And do you know how many electric trucks there are in the UK at the moment?
There's around 1,000 of this size, and through the project that we've been running, the ZHID trial project, the Electric Freightway, we've placed 157 of those on the UK roads. And we've already collated data that suggests we're already capturing millions of miles of EV journeys.
That's amazing. And just to dig into the technical stuff a little bit, what sort of battery size are we looking at with some of these trucks?
They vary a little bit, but we're up to sort of 300-400 kilowatt hours of battery. So, they're really big beasts, and they can charge. You know, we've had a couple of the Mercedes, the Actros, charging at 347 kilowatts flat today. So they're pulling out a huge amount of power as well. So it's not just about getting the chargers in the right place, we've got to get the power in the right place, much like the car market. But we're moving up to sort of 400, 500, 600 kilowatts, potentially up to a megawatt's worth of charging at these sites in the future. So that's the same amount of energy as a small village, just to charge one truck. So there's going to be a lot of development over the next few years, I think. Yeah,
that's right. And did it take a long time to get the grid connections for this place?
The grid is a perennial problem for us all, I suppose. But this site wasn't too bad, which is why it's one of the first ones that we've been able to launch. Grid remains to be a challenge. It's obviously very costly, and also there's a long lead time in terms of securing that connection. So certain sites are taking longer than others as a result. But we're working through it. We're already securing a lot of energy for all of the car side that we're already the busiest network in the country doing that. So this is an addition to that journey, and we'll keep pushing to get these grid connections in and and get these trucks charging.
Brilliant. And I take it this is government supported?
Yes, it's a government project supported by Department for Transport and Innovate UK. So we were able to get £62 million worth of grant funding to support the trucks, the infrastructure here in the public domain and also at depots to get this thing moving.
Right.
And there's 2 other projects which are looking to do the same as part of the ZHID trials. So it's a big undertaking for government and it's a big undertaking for us, but we're delighted to do it.
Thanks for being here, and this is a very, very proud moment for many of us.
I'm here with Daniel, he's the CEO of Gridserve, and you must be so proud to see all this happen. How long did it take?
This is one of the proudest days for me. You're absolutely right. And indeed, it took us quite a while to get to this point. It took us years. Yeah, I think we took a lot of energy out of our electric highway project, where we've proven already that EV cars can actually freely drive around the UK, and we can provide a network that matters. With Electric Freightway, you could say, hey, it's kind of similar. No, it's not. It's very different. And we are very proud that we've been able to work this together with government and industry partners together, more than 20 partners together, and to really understand what are the needs for truck drivers that are considering the transition to EV. And what does it mean? What does it mean from a layout perspective, from a power perspective, from a solution perspective? What are the needs of a driver? So that meant a lot to us, and actually helped us to craft a great concept.
Yes.
And standing here today, when the concept turns into reality, is a very proud moment.
Yeah, of course, it's amazing. And where do you see the future? Are you going to build lots more of these, hopefully?
Absolutely. I think that's why also partnership is so important for us, because actually we also need to ensure that we are building the infrastructure that is needed. We have the confidence that we can do that now. We see that there are trucks, and I see here 7 trucks on this location already that are waiting to charge. That is giving us the confidence.
Have you spoken to drivers? Do they prefer electric trucks?
Well, I think we are still on the journey. So having done the same thing for cars, I would say the drivers that are using these cars like it, but they certainly are recognizing the massive shift it takes to them. The use cases are not yet completely widely spread. So I think many hauliers are using trucks today for depot-to-depot solutions where they have range certainty, because that's still one of the big worries, and where I do believe that, similar to cars, technology advancements will help to increase mileage quite rapidly. And that is where we see that especially the drivers appreciate these public solutions that we are working on, because actually that considers the needs of a driver. It gives them range certainty, and actually also a place where they want to rest. Because sometimes they also want to take a coffee, they want to go to a restroom, and these facilities where we are publicly available, especially on motorways, are offering that for our consumers.
What's the electric truck like to drive?
It's amazing, to be honest. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's such an easy drive, so much different to what a diesel truck is. The biggest problem that people have is range anxiety, which is a big one, and also lack of infrastructure. I know Gridserve have just put in these lovely chargers, but we need a lot more around the country. But from a driver's point of view, they're quiet, they're smooth. It's just nice drive.
So it's much more relaxing.
Yeah, more relaxing. Yeah, it is.
And what about the charging side of it? How long does it take to charge?
So dependent on the size of the charger, really. Anything, if it's a small charger, it'll take about 8 hours. If it's a fast charger like you have here, about an hour and a half. So that's from 20% to 80%. But yeah, very good.
So that's a bit longer than the mandated 45-minute break, is that right?
It is, yeah. But if you're just topping it up through the day, in 45 minutes or an hour, you will get a fair amount of charge put back in.
Now, really, the only issue with these, I think, is the price, because as it stands, these chargers are the same as it would be if you were to charge at Gridserve just with your normal car, and you're talking about 89 pence per kilowatt hour, which is quite a lot, and it is certainly more than diesel costs. So it's going to be interesting to see whether electric trucks do take off. for that reason. Obviously there are grants available and things like that.
Although electric trucks cost about twice as much as diesels, you can get a massive grant of up to £120,000 from the government.
Obviously if you're charging overnight at the depot, that's far, far cheaper than diesel costs and certainly cheaper than rapid charging costs. So it could be that economically that kind of works out for businesses, but as it stands, rapid charging is very expensive. Do you think public charging costs will come down in the future? Because at the moment they're quite high, aren't they?
I do believe that when we look at what it takes to build these kind of solutions, what the power needs are, I do believe that indeed that the costs are absolutely are in the focus of everyone when making that switch.
Yes.
I do believe with EV adoption, and also technology developments, cost for infrastructure will hopefully go down.
Yes.
And with that, the affordability will come in. I'm very positive on that side, that we will see that. And we are actually actively discussing this with our partners, is where can we actually gain certainty about demand.
Yes.
I think that allows us also to build efficiently. And with that, we can avoid basically unnecessary cost excesses, because it doesn't really help anyone in the ecosystem.
Pricing here is apparently currently aligned with passenger car charging to prevent non-eHGV users charging here. But Gridserve do know that it needs to be cheaper to make it more viable, and they're working with fleet operators to work out ways they can make it more cost effective. So stay tuned.
So it's fantastic, I think, to see a facility like this. Amazing, really, to see so many electric trucks here. And it's lovely to hear that drivers prefer driving them as well. What we're seeing here isn't just the future, it's clearly the present. And I think we're going to see many, many more of these crop up around the country. The big issue, of course, is grid connections, because that's not easy, but it'll be amazing to see these all over the place. It'll be amazing to see and hear more electric trucks, because the more and more diesel trucks that go past, it really makes you appreciate just how lovely and quiet these are. It's much, much better.